other egg are there laying an egg. Already put the gas tank on there, so might get another notification here in a bit. What's up, guys? Steven here with you, South Texas Homesteading. Not sure if you can hear that in the background behind me, but this is my big brooder. And this morning I got a call from the post office that my meat chickens have arrived. I ordered 30 of them. I haven't unboxed it yet. I'm going to show you the unboxing, show you my setup, and show you how I get them ready. Give them the first drink of water, show them where the feeder is, all that stuff. Anyways, I had to go to training this morning, so I wasn't able to be here when the post office called, but luckily my wife is off for the summer. She's a school teacher, so she has the summers off. But she was able to go pick them up, so thankfully it all worked out. So I'm going to get set up and I'm going to show you, I'm going to unbox the chicks, count them. Alright, I ordered these meat birds from Valley Farms Hatchery, and they're somewhere up in, I believe somewhere in northern Alabama. But I've ordered meat chickens from them before. I got my last batch from them. They all lived. They were all alive when I got them. Picked them up from the post office. And I ordered 30. They gave me an extra one, so I had 31 at process day. They all grew to be big and fat and just like we, want them to be. So had good luck with them. So I thought, I'll go with them again. I ordered another batch of 30. So let's take them out and see how many we've got. And when I take them out, I'm going to do one by one. I'm going to give them their first drink of water and show you how I do it. From the looks of it, looks like they're all arrived safely. Nice little plump yellow balls here. So let's get them out of this box. I'm sure they're ready to get out. I'm sure they're a little thirsty. They were shipped Tuesday and got here this morning. Today's Wednesday. What's today? Today's Thursday. I'm sorry. So about 36 hours in the mail. So let's get them out. Get them some water. What I like to do, they're a little wiggly, so I'll take them and try to get their feet cupped, and then that way they can't jump out. Just put one finger underneath their beak there, right around their throat area, and then put one finger on the back of their head. Just kind of give them a little dip. Just their first little taste of water. I put a little electrolytes in my water just to give them kind of a good start. They may be a little dehydrated. It's summertime, so I know where they came from. It's not too hot right now, but South Texas, that one's trying to jump out. It's a little warm down here, so this will give them a good start. Get the beak in there. Now he's got a little black spot on him. I've never seen him with little black spots before. I know some people order the Freedom Rangers. I ordered the Cornish Cross. To me, the quicker they grow up, the better for me. They take about 8 weeks to get them where I want them. This one guy's a little wobbly, so he may need a little time to adjust. But we'll keep an eye on him. He's got a black spot on his back there, so he'll be easy to identify. But anyways, I was gonna order some Freedom Rangers at one point, but to me they're a little harder to find than Cornish Cross. And these guys are pretty cheap when they're chicks. I get them for like $1.75 a piece, something like that. So we have one in here. I'm not sure about this guy. Not sure if he's sleeping or if he's a little weak, but he looks to be fine now. We'll see. There you go, buddy. Get a nice drink of water. They're trying to jump out of this box. They want out. So I've got them all out of the box. I counted 32. I ordered 30, so they sent me 2 extra. Last time, they sent me 1 extra. So thank you, Valley Farms. I appreciate that. Anyways, so I've got them all water. They seem to be over there enjoying that. They drink a lot of water. Cornish Cross drink a lot of water, and they eat a lot of food. So if you do happen to order Cornish Cross, if you've never had experience with them, be prepared. They are always hungry. But so now I'll just show them. Some of them already found the feeder. These guys are following my fingers around. They are looking for something to eat. So I'll just kind of tap in here a little bit, kind of mimic Mama Hen, showing them where the food is, and you can see they'll just come running. They'll just start pecking. Sometimes they just peck my finger. They don't really know what they're pecking at, but they'll figure it out. This one out here, he already figured it out. So now this one's got it. So let me see if I can get another one. There you go. There you go, buddy. Oh yeah. Come over here. They found it. He's trying to crawl in there. He's wondering, what the heck am I doing? So here they come. Come on, guys. There you go. Eat it up. So a few of them have found it. So the other ones, they'll be curious as well what the other ones are pecking on. They'll come running over here. They'll find it. Don't worry about that. They are always hungry. They're pecking around the shavings and whatnot. They're just curious. But that's how I do it. And like I said before, I thought about buying some, ordering some Freedom Rangers, but it seems like everywhere I've looked, they're either out of stock or there's a long wait list for them. So I've had good luck with the Cornish Cross in the past. This is my, I think, 4th go around with Cornish Cross. I've had good luck with them. So I'll just stick with these guys. I know with the Freedom Ranger, I think most people go 10 or 12 weeks, grow out for them. These guys will get processing weight in 8 weeks, so that works out good for me. I'll keep them in here probably about 2 weeks, since it's pretty warm here right now. I've got a chicken tractor outside. I'll show you that just a bit. I'll put them in there for the duration of I guess it's about 6 weeks. When they have left, I'll move that tractor probably once a day. Maybe not so much when they're young, but when they get older, you have to move that thing every day. They just make a mess. All they do is eat and poop. So it looks like most of them have found the feed, and whichever ones is not at the feed, they're over here getting some water. So these guys have already adjusted well. I've been watching them for a few minutes, and they're all running around. They're all healthy. They seem like the few that I saw that were a little wobbly. I've been keeping an eye on them, and they seem to be doing great now. They're all running around, playing, enjoying the freedom. Their first, I guess, really their first taste of freedom. So that's good. I'm very happy with the way things are turning out so far. I'll keep an eye on them. But anyways, it's probably 85 or so degrees inside my barn right now. So I'm not real worried about putting a heat lamp on them right now. But I do have one over there in the corner. It's only 75 watt. I use that right now in the hotter months. When I order my first batch, it's usually around January or so, and they usually arrive around March, somewhere around there. So it's still a little chilly around there, around that time of the year. So I'll put a 250 watt bulb on there to make sure they're good and warm. But during the day, I'll probably just, I don't keep the big lights on in here. I'll just use this. I got this little LED attached. I'm not sure what wattage it is. Pretty bright. It's LED. I just attach it to the side of the brooder there. I'll keep that on during the day for them, and at night I'll just go ahead and hook up my heat lamp. All right, so let's go out and check out my chicken tractor that I'll eventually be putting Cornish Cross chickens in. But to do that, we have to go through my breeding pen here, and I'll just kind of glance through and let you take a look at all my chicks in here. And they're all doing really good. Got a whole different variety in here, but if you watch my previous videos, you'll probably hear a rooster crowing in the background a lot. And that's this guy right here. He's a Rhode Island Red. He's about 5 months old. I've got him in here with some white rock hens.
you know, I was telling you about this guy over here being noisy. I don't think I've ever heard, this is a New Hampshire red. I don't think I've ever heard this guy crow, but I have a little barred rock rooster right there. He crows a lot as well. And I also have a little Iowa blue rooster right here. He's probably maybe 8 weeks old, and he's trying to crow, and it's sounds pretty funny if you ever heard a young rooster crow. It's really unlike a sound that you ever really hear before, but he'll learn it. I think he just hears these bigger guys, and he's trying to mimic them, but he'll get there one day. Hang in there, buddy. So here's some Colombian Wyandotte, some Rhode Island white hens. I've got that barred rock rooster in there. I'll be moving them outside probably either today or tomorrow, and then I'll free up these 2 pens here. I'll be I kind of rotate them. I take them out of here. I'll put them outside with the bigger hens, and then I'll let this kind of settle for a couple weeks before I put any other chickens in there. So I'll move on down. These are the chicks in my last video that I was talking about getting picked on, and they're all doing really good now. They're all in here enjoying themselves away from all the bigger chicks out here. And so everything seems to return back to normal. And then I got my turkeys over here, 2 Narragansett turkeys and 2 bourbon reds, and these guys are getting big. Let's walk on outside and I'll show you my chicken tractor. Need to adjust that door. It's a little windy outside, so it may not be a quick video from outside. I may have to finish it up inside. But there's my chicken tractor, and I've got about an acre out here. 3/4 of an acre. So I usually keep them on this side over here, and I'll move them around every day. But right now, I've got some Easter egger chickens in there. I think I've got 3 roosters and about 15 hens, 14, 15 hens. Well, actually pullets. They're still pretty young. But you see my setup. What I did, I took 3 4 by 16 foot cattle panels from Tractor Supply, and I just kind of made them around. They're real sturdy. I did put a little support on the back and in the front just to make them a little bit more sturdy because I made it so big. Some people usually only use maybe 2 cattle panels. I use 3. I put all 30 meat birds in there, and it seems to work out fine. They seem to have a lot of room. They don't really move that much anyways. And I'll open the door, let them out, let them free range a little bit, and they'll go right back inside. But I try to move this every day, so they always have fresh grass. You can kind of see, well, maybe not, but back here the grass is really growing good where the last patch were, and then you got some yellow brown spots right over there where I've never had any chickens before. So it's really good fertilizer. But this is about, I think it's 8 by 12, so it's plenty of room, and I would highly recommend using cattle panels for your frame. It's really sturdy. The only thing I might have to do is I bought these little wheels from Tractor Supply, and I apologize for the wind. It's a little windy outside. I may have to make them a little bit bigger. It is a little tough sometimes to move them if the grass gets a little high. And then also another thing I do is my dogs are back here too, and they were chewing up my tarp. I put a pretty big tarp. I just cover the whole entirety of the chicken tractor. I know some people leave a little bit of space in their front, but I face them toward the east there, so they get some sunlight in the morning, and then when the sun sets, they get some sunlight in the evening as well. But getting back to my dogs, they were chewing up my tarp. So this electric fence that I put around, it actually serves 2 purposes: to keep my dogs off my tarp, and then also to keep predators out. And it works pretty good. I haven't had any issues with predators. No hawks. There are a lot of hawks around. It's surrounded by farm fields, and I always see hawks out here flying over, and I think they're mainly interested in all the maybe mice and rats and whatever else that may be out there. I have a lot of snakes, so So they're always flying around. They don't seem to be interested in my chickens yet. Hopefully it stays that way. But there's my breeding pens that I built. I guess about 5-6 months ago. I've got 8 pens in there. Got my doghouse over there. And I don't know if you can see in the background, but this little chicken tractor I built, I used to live in the city, had a small backyard, and when I first got meat chickens, I had 10. Yep, 10. And so I kept them in here, and it's a little, I think 4x6, I believe. And I didn't use cattle panels on that one. I just used regular fencing wire, and I covered it with like a small mesh hardware cloth to keep any predators out. And I would move that every day, but I'd also open the door, let them out. And so that was my first chicken tractor / pen that I built, and really doesn't serve its purpose right now, so I'm not really sure what to do with it. So yeah, guys, that's how I do it. Hopefully you found this video informative, maybe to help you out if you were thinking about getting meat chickens, meat birds, Cornish Cross, free range, whatever the case may be. Hopefully there were some things in this video that you find helpful. But yeah, as always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.